in a small, quiet village. There lived a young woman named Abeni. She wasn't known for stunning looks, but for a heart so kind it touched everyone she met. Her days were filled with simple joys and the promise of marriage from her boyfriend, Sola. He spoke of a future together, a life they would build side by side. But promises can be as fragile as a dry leaf. Sola traveled to the bustling city and, dazzled by wealth, he fell for a merchant's daughter. He never came back for Abeni. The whispers and stares followed her like a shadow. Humiliated and heartbroken, Abeni retreated from the village's social life. She found solace not in people's pity, but in the familiar comfort of the riverbank. Every morning, just as the sun painted the sky with its first light, she would be there fetching water for her mother. Her quiet, melancholic songs would drift over the water, a private expression of her sorrow and resilience. The river became her confidant, its steady flow a reminder that life, too, must go on. One year, the rains were late, the land grew thirsty, and the river shrank, revealing its stony bed. It was during this harsh, dry season that a royal caravan, grand and unexpected, stopped near the village for rest. Among them, travelling in disguise as a common guard, was the young prince. He had a curious heart and wanted to understand his people not from a throne, but from their own perspective. Early one morning, as he walked along the river, a voice caught his attention. It was a melody, both sad and beautiful, carried on the gentle breeze. He followed the sound and saw Abeni, her silhouette framed by the dawn, gracefully filling her clay pot with water. He was struck not by her appearance, but by the profound sense of peace and strength that surrounded her. Her song wasn't a performance, it was a conversation with the world. Day after day he returned to the riverbank, disguised as a simple traveller. He would approach her cautiously, offering a polite greeting. At first, Abeni was shy, her past hurt making her wary of strangers. But the prince's gentle persistence and genuine interest slowly broke down her walls. He didn't ask about her looks or her dowry. He asked about her songs, her family, and her dreams. He listened as she spoke of her love for her village, her pain from Sola's betrayal, and her simple hope for a peaceful life. He saw a depth of character and a quiet dignity that no amount of wealth could buy. The prince was captivated. In her humility, he saw true nobility. In her resilience, he saw the strength of a queen. He had met countless ladies at court, adorned in jewels and silks, but none possessed the inner beauty that radiated from Abeni. After several days of these quiet conversations, he knew he had to reveal his identity. One evening, as the sun set, he told her the truth. "Abeni," he said, his voice earnest, "I am not a simple traveller. I am the prince." The village was thrown into an uproar. The woman they had pitied, the girl left behind at the riverbank, had captured the heart of the future king. Sola, hearing the news from the city, was filled with a bitter regret that would last a lifetime. He had traded a diamond for a piece of glass. True to his word, the prince left, but his promise lingered in the air. Months later, a grand royal procession, far more splendid than the first, arrived in the village. This time, the prince was not in disguise. He strode through the stunned crowd, went straight to Abeni's humble home, and formally asked her mother for her hand in marriage. The wedding was a celebration that echoed throughout the kingdom. The girl who was once defined by her abandonment at the riverbank was now a queen, but she never forgot her roots. She ruled with the same kindness and humility she had always possessed. Her reign a testament to the fact that true worth lies not in what you have, but in who you are. Her story became a legend, a reminder that even after the deepest heartbreaks, life can bring you a crown you never expected. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.